Okay, y'all, we're going to make another sweet treat for Christmas. And today I'm going to make fudge. Now, I remember as kids we had fudge, homemade fudge. I'm not sure if we made it as teenagers or if my mother made it, or I can't remember. But I haven't made it in years. Now, I have made the Rachel Ray, the little quick 5-minute fudge wreath, but I want some fudge. So anyway, a lot of y'all kept giving me your suggestions and everything, and I'm thinking this is the one we made when we were kids, is this fantasy fudge. So it says it never fails. So that's kind of why I'm thinking I might like it, because, you know, fudge is one of those things. I remember when we did make it, we would, you know, sometimes it would set up, sometimes it would be a little soft. So hopefully this one will be a good recipe to try. So I'm going to go ahead and get this burner on medium. So you're going to need 1.5 sticks of butter. I'm using real butter. I think that might help when it solidifies, you know, once it's not hot anymore, and it might help bring it, you know, to firm up. So I've got my 1.5 sticks of butter in here, and then we're going to need 3 cups of sugar and 2/3 of a cup of evaporated milk. So I'm going to go ahead and get my evaporated milk measured out real quick. Get my little, and then it does tell you to go ahead and butter your 9x13 glass baking dish, I think it said. So I'm trying to follow the rules as best I can, but I hope it turns out. All right, so this is 2/3. I think this is the 2/3 measure here. Let me make sure, because I don't want to do anything wrong. Yeah, 2/3. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this out. All right, and then we're gonna need 3 cups of sugar. So I'm going to just go ahead and measure out my sugar. It says to mix butter, sugar, and milk in a heavy 2.5 quart saucepan. Bring to a full boil over medium heat, stirring constantly to prevent scorching. Boil exactly 5 minutes and set the timer, it says. So let me measure this out. One, 2, and 3. 3 cups of sugar. Okay, we're good there. All right, and then I'll add in the milk. So if y'all watched earlier, oops, look at me making a mess. Let me grab something. I hope that doesn't mess up my recipe. If y'all watched earlier, I made the puppy chow. That is so good. I can't believe I haven't ever made that before. Sorry y'all, I'm just trying to clean up my little mess here. Well, maybe that's the worst thing that's going to happen with my fudge, is that I spilled a little sugar. All right, so I did get my heaviest saucepan out. This one's a little bit heavier than my other one, so I'm just trying to follow the instructions. I'm going to go ahead and put in my milk. And I'm going to let this kind of cook a little bit, get up to heat, and rather than keep y'all on here for all that, I will come back when it's kind of ready to go to the next step. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all can see the butter is just about melted. I've got it on a medium temperature here, and we're supposed to let it come to a boil and boil it for exactly, in all capitals, exactly 5 minutes. So when it comes to a boil, I'll come back and we'll see how things go. Now I'm still waiting for it to come to a boil. The butter's completely melted and it's starting to make little bubbles in there. So I don't want to scorch it. And I don't mind if it, all right, it's starting to boil. So I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. Okay. I don't mind if it is a little soft, but I know when we were younger, we used to have to eat spoon fudge. You know, you'd have to eat it with a spoon. I'd rather have it a little bit, hold it shaped just a little bit. All right, so it's a full boil now. And we got to do this for 5 minutes. So, anyway. I've got several things I'm going to make for Saturday. I don't know if I'll get around to all of them. Some of them are quite easy. I'll try to show y'all as much as I can. But yeah, I just thought it would be a nice kind of a thing to do. Have some family over. No gifts involved. It's just to spend some time together. Just sit around and chit chat. I love the way evaporated milk and butter and sugar smell. It reminds me of Christmas time in my grandparents' house. Alright, so we've got, wait, why did my timer not work? Oh my goodness. Why did it stop? I'm going to say, why did it shut off? Am I putting hours on there, y'all? Oh my goodness. Am I just supposed to put 2? Oh, I was putting hours. Well, we're going to cross our fingers on this. I put 2 minutes on there because I think it's been about 3. This is why I don't like to cook candy, that you have to have a thermometer and all that. I don't have the patience for that. That's why I don't use my timer very often, because I just come in here and cook and I just know when it's done. But I think we're going to be okay. We'll do the 2 minutes. And if it doesn't turn out, we'll have spoon fudge again. All right, we've got 1 minute left on that. And then it says to remove it from the heat and add the chocolate chips, and that's 1 12-ounce package of chocolate chips. And stir until the chips are completely melted. Then you add the remaining ingredients and mix well, which would be the marshmallow cream, which is a 7-ounce jar, which I have. I hope this is, yeah, 7-ounce jar of the marshmallow cream. Let me see. Got my hand twisted around. Marshmallow cream. And a teaspoon of vanilla. We got our vanilla, and then you'll need your nuts. You can leave nuts out if you don't like them, but I love nuts in my fudge. All right, so we got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn this off. We're just going to go with it and pretend like that didn't happen, okay? All right, so I'm going to remove this from the burner. We're going to add in our 12-ounce package of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Let me get my scissors real quick. All right, let's get these in there. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. All right. Got that. Let's get these melted. Can y'all see? All right. There we go. Oh, it's starting to thicken up now. All that mixed in. Let's get our vanilla. Oh my goodness, I hope it doesn't seize up on me. Let's get our vanilla. Our marshmallow cream. I gotta work fast here. Okay. Should have opened this before. Come on, marshmallow cream. Get you in here. Don't you fail on me, Fudge. Don't you do it. You're called Never Fail Fudge. Gotta work fast, Annie. All right, let me just stir this real quick, see what's going on here. Oh, maybe not so bad. All right, let me get the rest of this marshmallow out. And then we're going to add some nuts in. See? All right, let's grab our nuts. I'm using pecans, you can use walnuts. Throw those in. And I'll just stir those in. Looking good. Now look at it. It looks pretty darn good. Nice and shiny. Okay. Here's our little casserole. Let's pour it in. it looks beautiful. Okay, let me kind of stand y'all up a little bit. Let me wash this off my hand. I got a little bit of that marshmallow. Okay. Put you in here to get cleaned. I can't guarantee that it's gonna set up, but it looks like it has a chance. It looks like it might do okay. So, has a nice shiny coat or top to it. So, it's called Fantasy Fudge. It never fails. And again, that was 1.5 sticks of butter. I would recommend using real butter, not margarine. In any bacon, I always use real butter. Well, I just buy real butter most of the time anyway. 3 cups of sugar, 2/3 of a cup of evaporated milk. And by evaporated milk, sometimes people ask, it's not the sweetened condensed, it's just the whatever brand evaporated milk your store has. Carnations, Pet, whatever. 1 12-ounce package of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 7-ounce jar of the marshmallow cream, 1 cup of pecans, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Pour it all into a buttered glass 9x13 dish. And then you cook your butter, your milk, your sugar till it boils, and then you hit a 5-minute timer, not a 5-hour timer. And then when that does its 5 minutes, you take it off and you add in your chocolate chips. Let those melt through, add in your marshmallow cream, your vanilla, and your nuts. And then you hopefully come up with something that looks and tastes good and sets up. So I will keep y'all posted on that, but I mean, even if I had to, after it's set up and cooled down and all, even if I had to eat that with a spoon, I think I'd be okay. It's not as runny as I remember some of ours being when I was younger. So, yeah. So I'm not the candy maker in the family. Now, my sister, she makes candy. She makes Divinity every year, and she always brings me some. And she keeps saying that you can make it, but I don't know. She's been doing it so long, and she, it took her a long time to master it and get it to where it would actually set up, and it wasn't just this shiny kind of loose candy. So maybe one day she can teach me how to make it. So I'm going to let that set up, and I'm going to eat me a little bit of this goody stuff off the bottom. And then, yeah, so that was our Fantasy Fudge video. So I hope you'll check that out. Go back and check the puppy chow out. I'm not sure what else I'm going to be doing, but you'll see some other recipes coming through. So you're going to have a great day and get you some stuff and make you some fudge. It never fails. Okay, do y'all want to cut it? I think we should cut it. Let me see how much time I have left here. Okay, just a couple minutes. All right, I'm feeling confident that it turned out fairly decent. I'm just going to cut a few little squares here. Oh, I feel like it turned out, y'all. I'm so excited. Let me see if I can do it with just this knife. There it is. Here it is. Holding its shape. And it's not, we don't need a spoon to eat it. We just, whoops, maybe it is. I don't want it to break. I want to keep it fairly in shape. Okay, I think that nut's trying to break the piece of fudge. So, drop that one. So, Now, I'm just going to put it all in my little container here. And we will have this at my little gathering on Saturday. So I'm going to just keep cutting this fudge, and I'll probably enjoy a piece or two. And I mean, it may not be the exact homemade fudge recipe, but it's close enough. It's set up. So I'm thrilled with it, and it tastes good. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, well that's 2 layers of yummy fudge. Ready? Okay. And then I did save a little piece for me. All right, so I'm gonna take a little break. And I would raise y'all up where y'all could see me, but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break, and I did leave a few little yummies in the bottom too, and I'm gonna enjoy a piece of my fudge. So thank y'all for all the suggestions on the recipe, and yeah, I think it's gonna be yummy fudge. I think everybody will love it. And I am going to make some things for Matt, because there's some things he can't have. For those of you who ask, he's on a weight loss program, so he can't have a lot of this stuff. But I've got some recipes up my sleeve for him. Thanks for watching.